Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Pulumi, Infrastructure as Code, Episode 1 of 10. What if you could write your cloud infrastructure using the exact same programming language you use for your application? No more context switching between your application logic and thousands of lines of custom markup. The developer's infrastructure, Pulumi, covers exactly this shift. Historically, infrastructure as code meant writing domain-specific languages or endless blocks of YAML. If you wanted to deploy a database in a server, you learned a syntax exclusive to that specific provisioning tool. You lost the rich ecosystem of standard software engineering. You could not easily write a loop, integrate standard testing frameworks, or share logic using standard package registries. Pulumi changes this foundation. It is an infrastructure as code platform that allows you to build, deploy, and manage cloud resources using general-purpose programming languages. Instead of learning a bespoke configuration language, you use TypeScript, Python, Go, C#, or Java. Consider a developer defining cloud resources using TypeScript. With traditional tools, you constantly switch context to look up YAML schemas in a web browser. With Pulumi, you stay in your editor. You instantiate a class resource, type a dot, and standard IDE autocompletion shows you exactly what properties are available. You get inline type checking before you ever run a deployment. If you need 3 identical storage buckets, you write a standard for loop. If your company enforces specific security rules on every server, you abstract that logic into a standard function, publish it to a standard package registry, and let other teams import it just like any regular code library. Here is the key insight. Because you write this infrastructure in imperative languages, you might assume Pulumi is just an automation script that calls cloud APIs sequentially. It is not an imperative execution script. Pulumi still uses a highly robust declarative state model behind the scenes. When you execute your Pulumi program, it does not immediately provision resources line by line. Instead, your code runs to construct the desired end state of your infrastructure. Pulumi's engine captures these resource definitions and builds a strict dependency graph. It then compares this desired state against the current actual state of your cloud environment. Pulumi calculates the exact difference and performs only the specific create, update, or delete operations required to make reality match your code. You write with the expressive flow of an imperative language, but you get the safety and predictability of a declarative deployment engine. By adopting general-purpose languages, you unlock access to existing linters, unit testing frameworks, and continuous integration pipelines. Pulumi simply stops treating infrastructure as a separate configuration domain and turns it into standard software, governed by the exact same rigor and tooling as your core application. If you would like to help support the show, you can find us by searching for devstories.eu on Patreon. I would like to take a moment to thank you for listening. It helps us a lot. Have a great one.